What's up, everybody? John Eric Poli here with My MMA News, and today's guest will be fighting Katlyn Chookagian at UFC 54 on May 14th. I am pleased today to be joined by Amanda Ribas. Amanda, thanks for being here. Appreciate the time as always.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be here talking about my next fight.
Yeah, and so for your next fight too, right, some groundwork we have to get through because obviously, like everybody heard, you're fighting Katlyn Chookagian. Wasn't supposed to be the case though, right? You were supposed to fight Michelle Waterson. Now, you guys have some history, right? You were supposed to fight, man, was about a year or so ago, didn't happen. Rescheduled the fight for, I believe it was January, doesn't happen. Rescheduled for May, now again, it doesn't happen. So just talk about that a little bit and kind of how frustrating that is. I know you've had Michelle on your radar for quite some time. So the fact that you guys couldn't get this to happen, I'm sure it's be a bit frustrating. I know you're not angry. I know she had some health problems and then some surgeries, but I'm sure it's still a little frustrating.
I think that, I don't know, I think this fight doesn't happen for a reason. I don't know the reason. So she doesn't know too. Maybe it's not in the God plans, but or to fight. So after I was a little frustrated because I am 7 months without fight, and I was looking against who I supposed to fight after Michelle said she's not okay, and they offer me Katlyn. And me, yes, thank God, it's a huge opportunity. She's #1 of 125, so I am really excited.
Yeah, definitely a shocking matchup too. I don't think anybody was expecting you to go up to 125 pounds like that. What was kind of the thought process there? Was it a matter of everybody being booked up at strawweight because there's been so many big fights in that division, or did you just want to challenge yourself? What was the thought process as to why you chose to move up a weight class to 125 pounds?
I think I because like I said, I am 7 months without fight. So I want fight, doesn't matter against who. And they offer me her, and yes, for sure. It's a huge opportunity and a huge obstacle too, because she's big, then she's great fighter. So for me, this is amazing.
Now, do you ever want to fight Michelle ever again sometime in the future, or are you kind of officially done with this now that you've kind of went through the whole ropes of booking fights with her like 3 different times now? Or are you still interested in the fight or not so much now?
I think everything depends on the result of this fight. And maybe in the future we are, I don't know, she #3, me #4, and we need to fight and we fight again. So we schedule the fight again because we didn't fight it.
So like you were saying there, right, it all depends on kind of how the future plays itself out. Well, if you're to get a win here, right, on May 14th, like you said, Katlyn's ranked, what, #1 in the division. That kind of puts you in a fantastic spot. Then in the flyweight division, which is a division that kind of needs some new blood, needs some new parity with Valentina kind of being at the top for so long. So if you're to get a win, do you plan on staying at flyweight, or is the plan to still kind of go back to 115, maybe bounce around a little bit? Do you kind of have a long-term plan laid out here, or are you still kind of just taking it one step at a time here?
I think it depends of the result of this fight. For sure, if I win and win with a good result, I want, yes, to stay in 125, but my weight division is 115. Man, I want to make something and fight in one and another one too, because my goals to the future, not future in 1 month, future in, I don't know, 2 years, is to be the champ of two divisions, you know? It's a big dream, but maybe if I start doing this, it's good for me.
We're looking forward to seeing you chase down those dreams there. And there's a lot of big fights coming up for you here, including obviously this one here on May 14th. And now I do want to get into a little fight specifics here. We'll start with training camp. Obviously, you've been now working for the last few weeks, months leading up to this fight. Just how's your camp been? I know you're kind of at that point where you start to wrap things up now, but how has your camp been overall as you've been preparing for this fight?
I am training really hard. There is some girls here in Virginia, in my city. They are boxing girls, they are wrestling girls, and the more important, there is a lot of MMA girls too, and it's being hard, but it's a good hard because Sensei Parrumpinha is all the time on the phone with us, and I am prepared.
So the one thing with Katlyn that's definitely going to be different than a lot of fighters at strawweight is her wingspan, right? She's really long. How do you plan on dealing with her reach that she's going to be bringing inside of the octagon that night?
I think she is bigger than me in the height way, but so I need to be bigger than her in this way, you know, like. So I think they make the distance. I will find my distance. I can't let her enjoy the game. So for this, I will put my energy all the time, put my time on the fight for the fight to be better for me.
So this fight, Las Vegas, Nevada. The last time you went to Las Vegas wasn't the best experience. You ended up getting COVID. You got stuck there a little later. I know you were able to make a little vacay out of it once you were able to recover from COVID. But just how much are you looking forward to getting out to Vegas and getting this full like Las Vegas fight experience? I know you haven't fought in Vegas. This will be your first, right, UFC fight in Vegas. I know you've done some previous workout in Vegas years ago, but your first UFC experience here in Vegas, getting the whole fight week thing. And says, how much are you looking forward to finally getting this full Las Vegas experience here with the UFC?
So I want to really finally fight in Las Vegas for the UFC. So I am excited for that because I want to feel the vibe, you know, because everybody say the UFC vibe in Las Vegas is different. So I want to feel that.
So you mentioned before, right, that the main reason why you accepted this fight, you haven't had a fight in 7 months. You're eager to get back inside of there, kind of have some lost time not having that fight in January because you probably would have been able to get probably 3 fights in this year. What's kind of the perfect 2022 look like for you now that you're getting your first fight here in May? What's kind of the rest of the year kind of going to play out for you?
I want to fight in Abu Dhabi again too. I saw there is some fight schedule for October there. I want to fight there. So maybe now and then in Abu Dhabi and then in December do another one too because I want to fight 3 times in this year.
Now you love Abu Dhabi. Every time that we talk, you're always so excited to talk about it. What is it about it that makes you want to keep going back there? Because you absolutely love that place.
I think it's the people there. They treat us like really good. I enjoy the sun. I don't know how to explain. I think I like the vibe there.
All right, so I do want to touch on a few now MMA topics that are very popular in the world right now. One, the world might still be shocked on this one, right? Amanda Nunes, you know her very well. Obviously, you're both Brazilian. You had a American Top Team stay for a little while. I know you guys kind of become pretty good friends. The world was obviously shocked when she lost her fight to Juliana Pena. Just when that happened, what was your reaction like? I'm sure you must have been just as shocked as everybody else was when she lost.
Yeah, I think everybody was in the shock because, like me, I put Amanda Nunes here and another people. It's not another girls fight like here. So, but we need to know, like fans, everybody can win and can lose. So we need to accept that because we are people, we are not robots. So everything can happen with us. So for me, as a fan, it's hard to understand, you know. As a fighter, I understand really good, but as a fan, it's hard. But I know she will recover really bad, really good. Oh, really bad, really good.
I know what you meant. They're just going to recover really good. And it's going to be an exciting rematch too, because obviously we know Amanda's a great champ. She's going to come back probably better than ever. She's going to be so motivated to get back inside there. Just your thoughts on the rematch. I know they don't have a date book. They're going to do the whole Ultimate Fighter thing, but obviously you know Amanda very well. Do you think she's going to win this rematch against Juliana Pena when they step back inside the octagon?
For sure. I think yes. I think she has the fire in her heart again because she is with a new gym. I think she wants to show her job. So yes, she will win.
And then another division I have to ask you about, we'll go with the strawweight division, which is your natural weight division there. Rose Namajunas is defending her title just in a few days here against Carla Esparza, a big rematch. Just want to get your thoughts on that matchup as well. I'm sure you're going to have your eyes on that one as well.
For sure, I'm looking for that fight. I think, like my fight, I think everything depends the distance. If Rose keep the distance, Carla don't will grab her and take her down. So I think everything depends the distance. Who put the best distance?
And then how about a division that might be your new division? Because like we said, if you get a win, you'll be ranked pretty much at that #1 spot that you're fighting Katlyn there. Obviously, there's a big title fight coming up there too, right? Valentina Shevchenko defending against Taylor Santos. Exciting, intriguing matchup too. Obviously, it's new blood for Valentina there. Just your thoughts on that matchup. I know Valentina is such a great champion, but just your thoughts on that matchup.
Yes, I think Tyler can surprise a lot of people because she is really technical, she is good and strong. So maybe she can take the belt.
And then one last matchup that I have to ask you about here. This is an exciting one that a lot of fans are going to have circled. Of course, we remember when Ioana and Jacek fought Zhang Weili the first time, right? Probably the best women's fight ever in the sport of mixed martial arts. What a great matchup there. Obviously slated to do it again on June 11th. I know you did do some work right at American Top Team with Ioana. Ioana is an American Top Team teammate. I know you spent some time there as well. Just wanted to get your thoughts on their rematch that's coming up here in about a month or so.
Yes, when I trained it one time with Ioana. She has a really strong mind, I think. She trained a lot. I think this make a lot of difference. And for this rematch, I am excited to see what the girls will put inside of the cage because I don't know what will happen.
So obviously those are a lot of hot topics, right, that are big in the MMA community right now. But for you personally in your gym, I know you guys are very excited about a future matchup. One of your teammates I saw on your Instagram just got a contract for Dana White's Contender Series coming up sometime in the summertime, I believe somewhere in that August area there. Just talk about that and how excited you are for him and the opportunity that presents himself, and now to have maybe a second person from your gym inside of the UFC there.
Imagine that. Oh my goodness. So his name is Vinicius. He will fight in August and he's supposed to fight the last year, but he can't get the visa. But now he get the visa and he get the fight, and I hope he get the win too because he has a good hand, strong hand. You guys, you see this, and sometimes when I watch his training, you know, when you sit and start to watch the fight and you, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful, so technical, and at the same time so different, because when you think he will kick, he just punch and he just trying to take down. I mean, what? He's crazy. So for me, seeing him fighting in the UFC, the Contender, is dreams come true because he deserves.
We're going to have our eyes on that fight too. We'll make sure that we have that one circled and we'll get that promoted as well as it gets closer to that date. Amanda, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate the time as always. It's always great talking with you. One last thing though, before you roll out, as always, go ahead, plug your social media so people know where to follow you at. If you have any management, sponsors, coaches, teammates, everybody got to give a shout out to, take it away. Floor is yours.
Hey guys, follow me in my Instagram, Amanda UFC Ribas. Follow Sensei Parrumpinha too. I think it's Parrumpa ATT, I think. And I want to say thank you to see this interview, and please send good vibes for me because it will be huge fight for my life, fight for my career, and I will put my heart that. And that's it. May 14, I will be there in Vegas, galera.